Hello everybody, welcome back to the homestead. My name's Amanda and I am from the Strawberry Moon Homestead. So today I would like to discuss with you food shortages, what we're doing to preserve a year's worth of food for our family of 4, and I'd like to show you my whole prepper's pantry, canning pantry, and long-term food storage. So between 2020 and 2022, there has been a roller coaster of events that have been happening, along with a lot of inflation and food shortages. There's been medication shortages. Here in Canada, we've had the children's liquid Tylenol and liquid pain relievers taken off the shelves because there's been such a huge shortage. They are now prescription based. The formula shortage, there's all of these different shortages that are scary and are just making things a little bit more difficult for everybody. So if you're prepared for anything that could possibly happen, you don't need to panic. So I'm going to show you what we do here to be prepared for situations that might come about. So I have been really interested in preparedness since my daughter was born almost 8 years ago, and I've done a lot of research to make sure that we have what we need just in case anything happens. So I've got bug out bags, I've got water stores, I have learned how to can to grow food, and I've recently learned how to hunt. So what I'm going to be showing you here today is going to be what I've done currently this year. I do have a lot of rabbits that I need to butcher, and I will also be going out bear hunting later as well as deer hunting. So hopefully if I am successful, I will have a lot of bear and deer to put up for the winter. So our canning pantry is actually in our mudroom. My mother lives in the lower half of our house, so having it in our basement just doesn't quite work for us. So in the mudroom, there's no windows and it's fairly dark and as cool as I can get it. So this is where we decided to put it. So this pantry was mainly empty at the beginning of the season, and everything that I'm going to show you is what we have been doing to preserve for this year so far. So up here, we have our canned grape juice from our grapes that we grew this year. Over here, we have our mock pineapple made with zucchini. That's new for me this year, so I'm excited to try that. I have canned plums. These are spiced plums that I think will taste really nice put over yogurt or oatmeal or ice cream. We have canned cherries, just in a light syrup. Oh, I think I've got more. So these are the spiced plums. My apologies. These are just canned plums in a light syrup. These are spiced plums. So we have, this is a little bit of tomato sauce from last year and our canned apricots from last year. The apricots weren't a hit, so this year I'm going to try dehydrating them in my dehydrator. And then over here I have canned, this is one more jar of the mock pineapple, it must have been moved, and then some canned peaches. So coming down here I have peach butter. We've got quite a bit of that. I've got a couple of rows here of tomato sauce. So you can tell that this was done with different types of tomatoes because it garnered 3 different colors. Okay, here I have chicken broth that I did with our own chickens, and I did that earlier in the year. I have a row of black beans that I canned and a row of chickpeas. And here I have rabbit broth that I used with the rabbits that we grow here on the homestead. So this here was supposed to be peach jelly. It turned into peach syrup though because I tried tripling the recipe, which you are not supposed to do. So if you're making jelly, just do one recipe at a time without trying to triple it or double it because you'll end up with syrup. So that's noted for next year. But in the meantime, we have some lovely syrup for pancakes. So I have some more peach preserves here. This is the maple peach vanilla jam, and then just more peaches in syrup back there. And then I have some sweet dill pickles and some relish behind there. They must have just gotten moved. And then because apparently I like to keep my broth all over the place, here's some chicken broth. So we have all the chicken broth and rabbit broth will make the soup for the year until I'm able to get chickens again next year. So I've got more jam here. So up front is the peach jam, and in the back is black currant jam. I have more peaches. My kids and my husband love peaches in the winter, so I wanted to make sure that I got a lot of them done. So I got 2 bushels of peaches done just for slices. And then I have some more black currant jam. Here I have some rabbit canned, and I have a lot more rabbit that I need to butcher and get in the canner. So I will be filling this pantry even more. I'm going to need more shelving space though, because I have run out. So I've got a few rows of beef here that's canned. And then I've got some rabbit stew. So what I'd like to learn how to do is to learn how to make more meals and can them, not just do just the one ingredients, but I'd like to learn how to pressure can meals. So here I've got another couple rows of stewing beef. So this is stewing beef that I canned. I love doing this for stir fries, for pot pies, for any quick meals. It is awesome. I have a couple rows of dill pickles. This should do us until next year, and then I'll have to get a nice big batch of them done again. And once again, some more broth, 2 more rows. So again, we eat a lot of soup in the winter, so this will do us for soup for the rest of the year. I had wanted to get more corn done, but I found it really difficult this year to get all the stuff preserved that I wanted to do because we were up at the cabin so often. All right, I am going to take you to my other cupboard where I am storing some canning goods. I have another few rows here of the maple vanilla peach jam. I think that the kids are going to love this in the winter. And besides it, I have some peach salsa. We go through a lot of salsa here, so that peach salsa will get eaten up fairly quickly. I have pear jam. This jam did turn out. It did not turn out like syrup, which I was very happy about. I have pears in syrup. And then up here, I have pear sauce, spiced pear sauce. So my kids love applesauce and pear sauce, so we will go through this winter without a problem. And beside it, I have a couple rows here of salsa verde. I have some more pears in syrup. They are my husband's favorite thing, so I made sure to can a lot of them. And then down here, I have a spicy fruit medley jam. So it was made with black currants, elderberries, some grapes, and I also threw in some jalapenos because I think this would make a really good marinade on, say, a bear roast or some venison. So I'm excited to try it out and see where I get with that. Over here, I have some more of that fruit medley jam. Up here, this is pear pie filling. So I'll be able to make a lot of pear pies this winter. And then up here, I just have some more salsa verde. To this pantry, it is a little bit more disastrous, but I ran out of room in my other canning pantry, so this is where we went. So up top here, that is zucchini relish that I showed in a video earlier this year. Down here, I have some of my dried herbs. So I believe I have mother's wort and mullein back there. And then I've got some more of this maple vanilla peach jam. So I enjoyed making that this year. So I also have a video of that. Down here, we have a lot more salsa. I've also been stocking up on some instant coffee, just in case for some reason we need it. I have cowboy candy here. And then in here, I have grape elderberry jam. So at the front, I just have some 2 extras that wouldn't fit in. Down here, I have the mock pineapple zucchini. This is shredded for banana zucchini breads and that sort of thing. At the back, I have some dried kiwis. a nice big bulk bag of rice. And then over here, I have multiple things, big containers of salt, because I like to keep a lot of salt in backup just in case. So that's another one of my prepper items that I keep a nice big bulk item of. Down on the bottom, I have a lot of baking soda because we use that a lot in baking, but definitely a lot in cleaning. So I keep a lot of that on hand. And I have a big bucket of honey. So again, honey is one of those prepper items that I like to keep on stock. So we keep a nice big bucket of that I get from a local farm. So the majority of my freeze-dried stuff is downstairs, but I forgot to take this one down. So I have dehydrated freeze-dried milk here as a prep. Here I did decide to get a dehydrator. So I got an Excalibur dehydrator, and I tried my hand at dehydrating some zucchini chips, which were okay, but probably not something I'll do again. I have a lot of dehydrated tomatoes here. I'm going to grind these down when I'm all done, that way I can make a tomato paste out of them. And then I have a bunch of peach chips here. I had noticed at the bulk food store that dehydrated fruit was an insane price. So I decided to try my hand at getting that done for us. So up here, I have some dehydrated grated zucchini and some more dehydrated tomatoes. And then over here, again, grated zucchini dehydrated. So I think this will be really easy to toss into any sort of soups, stews, stir fries, that sort of thing. Lastly, for my kind of working pantry, canning pantry preps that I have going on, I do have a lot of my vinegars and alcohols over here. So right now I've got some pear scrap vinegar that's fermenting. This one right here is some strawberry vinegar that's fermenting. And the three that are behind there are some peach scrap vinegar that's fermenting. All of these over here are alcohols that I am flavoring with different fruit. So I've got pear brandy, these two here, and these three are crab apple gin. Okay, I will take you downstairs and show you some of our long-term food prep. So we're down in our basement now. This is where I keep my long-term food storage. So over the course of this past year, I have been learning how to store things in Mylar bags, because the things that are stored in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers can keep up to 25 to 30 years. So having that storage there for my family in case something happens is just better preparation, and it eases my heart a little bit. So I can show you what we've got now. So I don't have any 5-gallon buckets yet, so I've been keeping them in Rubbermaid bins. Here I've got a bag of fire starters should I need them. And inside the bins I have two very full, I believe these are 50-gallon Mylar bags. Oh, my mic died, so I am just going to do a voiceover here. So these are 50-gallon Mylar bags, I believe, and I have lentils and pasta in those. So those will keep, at least the lentils will keep for 25 years. I would double check on the pasta. I feel like they would only keep for 10 years in a Mylar bag, but at least they're there for now. So in this container here, I have got another one of those big Mylar bags, and it is full of rice. So I do have a couple of bags of rice in Mylar bags. So I've got the one there and one underneath. And beside it, I am also storing some freeze-dried food that I had bought. So in the future, I would love to get a freeze dryer, but right now that's just not feasible for us. Down here in this bin, I also have a couple of Mylar bags full of rice and beans. So those have been really what I've been focusing on for Mylar bags so far. Up top, it's just kind of a hodgepodge of things that I put together to save. And here is our medical kit. So I will probably do another video on medical kits that you can put together, but this is ours, and it's just got gloves and some medical supplies in there. So here's our water that we keep. So I fill up all those jugs on the bottom once a year, and then I will empty them once a year and refill them with fresh water. And we also have some that I've bought, and beside we also have some of my soap making stuff, my soap molds, because I do make all of our own soap as well. But we don't really have a water shortage here, but I do like to keep water just as a confidence thing. We had a flood a couple years ago and we did end up using some of it, so it is necessary. Here are all of the water glassed eggs that I did in the spring and kind of throughout the summer. I do have a video of that if you'd like to check it out. It's just great to have the extra protein because chickens do naturally slow down in the fall and winter. So we will have those eggs for us there whenever we want them. Water glassed eggs keep for a year. We also have the bulk soap that we made for laundry soap. I do, again, have a video of that if you want to check it out. So down here, I also keep apples and pears for fresh eating. And my seed storage. So this is not ideal seed storage. I need to get down here and organize it. But this is seeds that I have saved and seeds that I have bought. Right now, this is kind of what's working for us, but in the future, I do plan on making a seed pantry to store them better. Thanks for coming along with me on this tour. I hope you enjoyed seeing our long-term food storage and our working canning pantry and what we're doing to preserve food during all of these food shortages. I hope to see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.